In the last 13 years, more than 250 players from this area have signed D1 football scholarships. Only 10 of those are from SAISD schools. So Breckenridge quarterback Ramon Richards is beating the odds, but he's used to that. As you're about to see, Ramon's been doing it all his life.
Number 94, Jared Roberson.
This is the young man who had more than 3,000 all-purpose yards and 37 total touchdowns last season, when he led Brack to its first playoff win in 15 years. This is also the young man doctors said would have trouble walking, let alone play football. The doubts began shortly after Ramon Richards came into this world.
When Ramon was born, he was very sick. They thought he would have learning troubles, and we was told that he would have growth problems.
Doctors were really worried about his spine.
We were told that his spine was fused in a couple of areas, which was either stun his growth or had to be surgically repaired before he would be able to function normally as a teenager.
When Ramon was 10, doctors began pushing for spinal surgery. His parents refused.
Then they said that, he would have problems walking and back problems, and they just painted this awful picture for us. But the thought of spinal surgery on your 10-year-old wasn't going to happen.
And the Richards had plenty more to worry about. Like, when could they afford to get their water turned back on? And when would the family of 5 move out of its one-bedroom apartment?
My mom was working 2 jobs when she was in school. My dad was working. But they didn't give up on us. We thank God for everything, for helping us bond through that situation. But I have a large appreciation for my parents. They've done everything for me, and I couldn't ask for any more.
You have your ups and downs, and you do cry, but you don't cry in front of your kids. You cry at night when they're in bed and you're by yourself. You get up the next day and you move on.
Ramon didn't play organized sports in elementary school because of the worries about his back. Instead, he channeled his competitiveness into the classroom.
Both my parents, ever since I was young, they've been on me. Every report card I've gotten, a B was unacceptable. It was straight A's. And I've been competing since I was young. I wanted to be on the honor roll list.
It really brings tears to your eyes, and he's been that way since like 2nd grade. He still has awards from 2nd grade hanging on his walls.
By middle school, Ramon was determined to add trophies and medals to his walls. Finally, in the 7th grade, he was allowed onto teams. He played football, basketball, and ran track.
I just had fun. I go out there and it's basically playing tag. It's always been fun for me.
Once we kind of cut him loose, then that was it. He was in everything.
She mentioned that he had some problems and they went ahead and just let him play. And I said, thank God, where would we be now?
Fortunately for Coach Hall, he doesn't have to worry about that. Ramon's body is holding up just fine. He's grown to 6'1", 180 pounds. Runs a 4.4-second 40-yard dash, and has a 32-inch vertical. Despite more than 3 decades at Brack,
One flip, guys, one flip.
coaches never had a quarterback quite like Ramon.
He's been the most mobile, athletic quarterback I've had, and that's saying something.
Ramon's work ethic and leadership are also legendary.
I can come up here on a Sunday not knowing I'm coming up here to get something, do a little work, and he's on the track, and I'm thinking I better get out of here. They may think I'm out here working with this young man. There's been weekends I've come up here and he's got the receivers out on the field and they're just running routes and catching footballs.
If coach says to do so many bench reps, I'll do twice as much, and hopefully my teammates see me do just as much, so they want to jump on the board with me.
Ramon's efforts began paying off last year. With a 94 GPA, he had scholarship offers from schools like Yale, Harvard, and Rice. But Ramon wants to play big-time college football. Eventually, his wish came true.
When you got that Oklahoma State letter, was it like, all right, Mom, put all the mail to the side. This is the one I want to read right now?
When I got the Oklahoma State letter, we immediately went to take a visit up there to Oklahoma State. It was an 8-hour drive, but it was worth it.
Ramon verbally committed to the Cowboys. He'll play defensive back in Stillwater.
I'm looking forward to it. Defensive back is one of the most competitive positions. You get to prove that you're better than the man across from you, which is that wide receiver, and I love competition.
Have those tears changed from tears of sorrow to to tears of joy now when you sit up at night and you think about the fact that you're not going to have to pay for him to go to college?
Oh, Lord, definitely, because I'm still paying back my tuition.
Meantime, he's schooling opponents. Ramon leads District 28 4A in passing yards and is third in rushing. He has 20 total touchdowns through 6 games.
When I get to go out there on Friday nights, under the lights is fun. And I'm glad that God gave me the opportunity to continue on Saturday nights.
Everybody at work knows my Fridays are half a days because I got a football game, and it's very exciting.
A lot of his teammates are friends from elementary school, so their bond is special.
Brothers, we all laugh and have fun. I know that they have my back through anything. And I'm going to miss them not only as athletes, but their personality.
10 years from now, if someone was to come into this locker room and say, hey, tell me about this Ramon Richards kid. What was he like? What would you say to that person? What do you think you'll remember from your time coaching him?
First thing I'd do is have a big smile because Ramon Richards is a great athlete around here. He's a 3-sport athlete, does things right. His characteristics off the field, his mannerisms, the way he relates to his teammates, he's been a 10.
And Ramon may end up being number 1. The best football player to ever walk through this locker room. Regardless, he's sure proving those doctors wrong.